Good morning, all. Guys, it is Missouri, and it's the end of spring, middle end of spring, and so we have got bright green, beautiful landscape. Uh, but that's because we've been raining for like the past 3 or 4 days straight. So, pardon me, as a curly-headed girl, I'm channeling a poodle today. But it is what it is, okay? So that's really actually the point of this video. It is what it is, okay? Men and women, we expect two different things from love and romance and happily ever after, like the fairy tales. Women kind of expect, if any of you guys are, know about classic literature of Pride and Prejudice. It's such a big thing for women. This romantic, iconic figure. Okay, Mr. Darcy. Rich gentleman that comes and marries the heroine. And of course, guys. I'm gonna make a reference. You guys probably realize. Guys, their ideal. It's probably like Megan Fox on Transformers. Bending over, some, muscle car, in a provocative pose, okay? Problem is, I'm sure, I can guarantee you, Megan Fox doesn't look like that all the time. And I can guarantee you, there's no man that's going to stand up to the Mr. Darcy character in Pride and Prejudice. That all women, like, oh, that's what I'm looking for. Well, guess what? No man is going to be exactly that way because it's fiction. And no woman is going to look that smoking, steamy, hot, eye candy, iconic look that Megan Fox had in that movie. All right? That's just idolizing people. And guess what? Idols are dangerous people because they have no flaws. It's like you marry Megan Fox and you wake up the next morning and her hair's sticking all up. She doesn't have the made-up airbrushed look and her breath stinks. Oh, this is not what I signed up for. I know we all realize that people are real people, but we don't actually live our lives like that. That people are good and bad. They have two sides of a coin. A man is not always going to be honorable or do the right thing. More often than not, do they let their character win? Well, that's between them and God, right? That's their relationship with God. Who wins out, the carnal man or the spiritual man? We all have to die daily. With women, it's more so we have to, who wins out? Is it the hopeless romantic in every woman's heart? Or is it the woman that says, look, I've already got a hero. I've already got a knight in shining armor. Guess what? He died for me. He put himself on a cross for me. I already have the iconic, the ideal. I already have an idol, quote unquote. It's Jesus Christ. He's my husband. And when you realize that, and when men realize that a woman is more than just a bed partner, or, more than just a pretty face, eye candy, the right build and the right type, then we start realizing how to love each other like Christ, first and foremost. And then we can see whether or not the man really gets us as a woman. Does he respect us? Respect us enough to hear us, to see us beyond what they see with their eyes, feel with their spirit. And that way, when they show themselves to be a true leader like Christ and love us like that, we're like, that's my king. I'm going to submit right here. There's no other person that I want to submit to other than my submission to God. This is the only man for me. And the same thing with men. You got to realize that she is going to have moments where that woman, if that's the one for you and your spirit is connected to her, you're going to think she's smoking hot. Okay? You're going to think she's smoking hot. But because your spirit and your mind is already connected with this woman, and when she has those perfect little moments that stand out, and she's like, you're like, wow. That's where the spirit connects us, so that it's okay to see your spouse like that. You see the best in them, despite also knowing the worst about them. But the way the world does it, idolizing people, and suddenly you wake up and you're like, this is not the person I married. This is not what I signed up for. Well, maybe you went into idol worship. You went into idol worship instead of true marriage like God intended it. I'm a outdoors person. That's why you'll always see me like filming out here outdoors. Why? Because I'm earthy, you know? I'm the kind of girl that'll go rock climbing, build a wall, rather mow the grass than clean the house. I'm earthy, and I have gone camping several times. Primitive camping where, no bathrooms in sight. So I'm earthy, I'm real, I'm raw, and sometimes I'm a little gritty. So that doesn't fit every man's ideal of feminine. But the right man will honor that I can be both decked out and backpack across New Zealand, or, live out a backpack. Okay, he'll appreciate that. And whatever kind of man you are, if you're not that kind of man, you're not an outdoors man, or you're more of a business type person, okay? Your woman will realize, okay, that maybe she can take you outdoors and you guys can go to the park and you can go to the beach, but where your element is, where you really what makes you feel comfortable and makes you feel alive is the business area. And you're good fiscally, that's a value too in itself. So let's not idolize each other to the point where suddenly we feel like we have to throw this person away. Now, if we're not the right match for each other, you should say, like, you're my brother, I'm your sister. Maybe this is just meant to be brother-sister bond, friendship. But if you have something that you feel like the Spirit is connecting you with, and you think God is knitting you together, don't be so ready to throw away what doesn't seem like fit your idol status. Because idols don't have flaws, and real people do. Sometimes an abuse. I was in an abusive relationship with the first marriage, and he tried to remake me into his idol. Take out the opinionated side of me, which is always going to be there, and didn't appreciate whatsoever this earthy side of me. He was a room service and remote guy. That's what he said. We were completely not right for each other. And if I had listened to the Spirit, I would have known that. But that doesn't mean that the person that God would knit me together with, if he decides to do that, they're not going to have flaws. They will have flaws. They'll have mistakes. They'll have, made blunders in their lifetime. Or even with me. But that doesn't mean you throw away the whole thing. So, maybe this video is a little less heart-wrenching than the last one. But I wanted to get to where we live. I do believe that there's a woman out there that'll connect with you mind, body, and soul. Don't just follow your body. And women, if a woman is watching this video, don't follow your idea of a romantic hero figure. Put that in Christ. He's already done it for you. Have a blessed day.